Greetings and welcome to another video, and in this one today I am going to be starting a new series, 21st Century C64, where I'm going to take a look at games that have all come out after the year 2000, so the new era of the Commodore 64. And up first we have got Rocky Memphis and the Legend of Atlantis, and the reason I've picked this one is because when I got back into the Commodore 64 around 2017-2018, this game was just coming out and it looked interesting, and it was the first Commodore 64 game I'd bought since about 1989. So yeah, there'd been a bit of a gap. So what's this one got in it? Well, it's an arcade adventure. If you look on the Psytronik website, it says there's lots of screens to explore, detailed high-res graphics, atmospheric music, cunning traps and puzzles to solve, lots of objects to collect and use, intro and end sequences, and it's also SD to IEC compatible, which is great, and it's also PAL and NTSC compatible, which is also great. And I can also confirm that this works in Vice, on a real Commodore 64, on the C64 and the Mini, so there's probably every chance, in fact I'm nuts on certain, that it'll work on things like the Mister, the Raspberry Pi, you know, everything that you can run a Commodore 64 on. So the game was coded by Stuart Collier, and the design and graphics were by Trevor Smiler Story, and the music, which is very atmospheric, I've got to say it really fits the game well, is by Saul Cross. I think I paid something like £5 for it, or just under. It might have been €5 less the exchange rate. I only bought the digital edition, but there was a full box, or there still is a full box, apparently it's still available, and it is a arcade adventure. There's a lot of Indiana Jones flavour going on. I'm not gonna lie, you know, he's got the hat, he's got the whip, he's got everything. So what I will do, let's start, I will play a bit of it through, rather than, I'm not going to do a full gameplay. This is kind of a mini review look at. So you can see there it says I've found a leather pouch, and what you do is you pull down on the joystick and press fire, and it will describe what you can see, or if you find anything behind, like the mounds of earth. If you hold fire down and press up, you can scroll through your items. And you can see I've got the Atlantis icon you start with. Stick 3 of them in the wall, you're on to the next room. But yeah, I've found through playing this, you need to search everywhere. Sometimes in both directions. I wouldn't say it was pixel perfect, but you've got to be fairly close to pick up some of the items. Now that you can't read yet, you need a specific item so you can decode the Atlantean writings. So yeah, so that looks like a bit of a dead end, so we'll go up the ladder. And you can see there's a pressure pad on the floor, and if you run straight across that you get spiked. So I'll go out the room and come back in again, so it's reset. And what you need to do, when I can get up the ladder, what you need to do is you need to jump over that pad, and then the spikes won't come out. There is quite a bit of learning on this game as you go along. So we'll search all these. Now I found a metal pipe. And if it says stuff like a statue, then you pretty much found what's there. Now I've got to get up here and quickly duck. Well, jumping weren't a good idea. And on the wall there's a little better see it when I move there. There's a little sort of looks like a mouth on the wall, and you use the metal pipe and you turn off the trap. And then we found a chisel. And we can't go that way, so that room would appear to be a dead end. You should be able to run across them like that, and they shoot up when you hit the pressure pad on the end. So we've got the chisel in our hand, go to that end, hit fire a few times, knocks the wall down. Pretty straightforward puzzle. Nothing there, nothing there. Oh, a grey stone head. So we've seen something that's missing a stone head. Because it was selected, press fire, puts it in place. Now here again you can see the little thing on the wall there. It does look like a little mouth. So fire, press up, get the metal pipe up, stick it in, click, and you've disarmed that trap. Now I dare say the Spectrum contingent are going to say, oh, it's brown. Well, then you've clearly never seen tombs or caves in the desert that do tend to be brown, so whatever. Well, I need to find the whip so I can at least kill some of these bats, because they can be little shits. And you've got to watch out for that fucking thing above you. If you hang about, it's only got to touch you and that's it. Life lost. The bats kill you. The things falling kills you. There's more than just bats. Well, I thought that one was going to land on me. Right, here we've got a couple of switches. I'm going to flick them because, well, why wouldn't you? Scorpions can be a bit of a git to get past. Right, so again, I need to use the metal pipe. I did find a blood shield while I was in the other room. That's disabled that. Jump away from that scorpion. See, now we need to find stuff. So I found a human skull, and there's a whip. We need to go up that ladder, so I'll try and kill these bats off. They take 2 hits. Oh, God, bloody hell. That was fucking close. Yeah, but I do like the high-res graphics of the background. You know, there is a good use of colour here. You know, regardless, and you know, all jokes aside, the brown and the orange that make up like the walls in the background are a really good base, rather than having just a black background like some games have had in the past. These bats are a real pain in the arse. As far as I can tell, they are completely randomised. Or I'm not clever enough to pick out a pattern anyway. Come on. Right, that's one dealt with. I mean, you can go up the ladder and get past it, but that one is so randomised, and it seems to hang around the top of the ladder. I don't really want to climb up the ladder and die at the top. There we go. I'll just double check all of these. No, they're not flying around. Yep, empty pot. Nothing interesting, because I think I've managed to grab everything that is there. So again, can't read that yet. We've got a dead end there. Another empty pot. So press fire and up, and we want the blood shield. Give him that, the door opens. Watch out, there's another stalactite on the ceiling. Found Book of Atlantis. So now we should be able to read all of the stone tablet type things. There is a lot of thought gone into the level design and the puzzles in this game. Right, 231 leads the way. And not all of the puzzles are instantly right in your face. Right, so a metal pipe, and that gets rid of that. Yep, we'll drop down now. Right, back to where the skull pin is. Once you've disarmed the traps, you haven't got to do them again. There is a fair bit of going backwards and forwards. Right, I want the flint now. If I can manage to do it without getting... Oh, I managed to get it back really quickly. Come down here, you shitbag. One thing that does happen, if you do leave a room, then the things that drop on you and things like the bats and the scorpions do reset. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? So now I've got to do them again. I suppose it is good that they haven't got a particular pattern. It's nice to have some random elements. Oh, that's once. Come on. Anyway, I was talking about the graphics. Yeah, I do like the way they've done it. You know, they've kind of mixed a sprite and given him the outline that kind of smooths him out with some of the more high definition, you know, less blocky stuff. Right, that's them done. Right, I need to change to the flint. Right then. Get a rumble, so something's opened, as in the floor. But I don't want to go down there just yet, because I'm sure there's somewhere I haven't been down this end. Do I hang about and whip these things? Ah. Bollocks. Well, that's what happens when a bat hits you. Ah, should have died again there. That was lucky. He changed direction. Yeah, there is a little bit of fanning about when it comes to the bats, but yeah, it's more than worth it. If he buggers off up that side, I can just leg it past him. Yeah. Alright, so I'm back to here again. I didn't read that before. The four faces of the moon gods stand guard beside the dead king. So it's all sorts of stuff that you might want to write down, take note of. As I say, some of these clues do seem to come into play a bit later. Right, I think I need to go across here. And there should be a ladder drop down somewhere, not that one. Because I don't really want to go down that way just yet. Right, that's the ladder up there. Wait for this bat to get out of the way. That one does appear to be moving on the track, which is nice. Yay. Bloody scorpion. Get up there quick. Now that scorpion has got the pressure pad there. Only a true spirit of Atlantis may pass beyond. Well, once the scorpion treads on that again, I'm going to pass beyond. Oh, bloody hell. More scorpions. Oh, that was lucky. Right, let's get down there. Now, there's pressure pads on the floor here. So I want to avoid them while I'm searching. Nothing there, and don't believe there's anything there either. Right, so what I need to do now is get the scorpions to drop down the holes. That's one. Yep, that'll do. Now they are making the platforms disappear, so got to be careful of the scorpions now, or the platforms they're moving. There we go. Right, now, if you remember, we saw a clue earlier on that said 2, 3, 1 is the way forward. Let's put the whip away so I don't keep using it. Right. 2, 3, 1. Puzzles like that you've got to remember. Now, I know from experience, if you don't do those in the right order, they all catch fire and you die. And you go across here, there's something else to read. Only royal blood may leave the confines of the temple. And again, there's that little hole in the wall. So, button down, scroll through, metal pipe, and I've changed something else. If you're not used to up to jump diagonally, you may find some of the jumps a bit tricky, but not, oh, what did I move out of there for? I wonder that works out alright. Got to try and catch the scorpions unawares, like that. Oh, you twat. What was I just saying about the jumps? Right, so I just need to quickly do that again. There's one, there's two. Right, then try not to fall down this time. Right, that's better. Now I've got to play silly buggers with this scorpion again. So there will be something at some point that will unlock that, or whatever, that door that's barring the way there. So it's worth with a game like this, backtracking here and there to have a look to see if anything you've clicked would have opened up. And I quite like that because it gives more use to the rooms. I mean, that's right back at the beginning again, but it gives more use to the rooms you've been to. Remember to jump over that, rather than you know you only see them once. It's a good design choice, but there's nothing there anyway. It's still walled up. I think Saul's done a great job with the music of this. It really captures the type of game. You know, it's not a loud in your face type of SID. Right, so lower down. Right, so we've got something on a platform there. A moon mask. Should come in useful. We keep seeing stuff about the moon. Nothing there. does pay to be thorough, I find. Give the power of the moon to the netherworld. There's another altar there. A steel pot. A broken sword. See, so somewhere along the line I'm going to need to get up on that platform because there's another one of those little holes that you need to put the metal pipe in. I'm going to need to drop down to that platform so I can see what that is as well. Not like that though. So we can shimmy across these ropes. And try and work out roughly where we've got to go. Oh, well, there's another thing to read there. Only a blessed weapon can defeat the lost souls. Well, I've got a broken sword. I don't know if that's classed as blessed or not. So yeah, so there's no way I can get over to that at the moment. So I want to go and see what that is up there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bricks across the screen. So it's about 2/3 of the way across. So I should be able to shimmy across and then drop down on it. Not drop down like that. Oh, well, I didn't realise you could jump up like that. Right, so I'm probably going to need to be kind of over the 3rd fire-ish. Oh, that's fairly spot on. Right, a carving of a spirit with a plinth below it. And there's another of those little holes. So we'll chuck the metal pipe in there. Something's happened. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do with this at the moment. I don't think you can light it. Or put the moon mask on it. Or use the broken sword on it. Or put the human skull on it. Steel pot. No. Right, so that's kind of back round the beginning again. Right, so I wonder if that rumble... Oh, that's strange, I can't climb up that. Has unlocked any of these things. Well, no, that's still not filled in. So we can explore further. You never know what all those clicks with the metal pipe have done to any other part of the level. So like I said before, it's always worth like travelling back just to make sure you haven't unlocked something that was previously locked. Well, they're still blocked, so wasn't that way, was it? I do like that the traps don't all reset because you'd have real trouble getting to and from some places. I don't want to play with that scorpion. Oh, bloody hell. Sometimes it does feel like they're following you about. Nope, still hasn't opened that up yet. And that's much the same. No ladders drop down or anything. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave this there. I'm not going to spoil any more of it for anyone that hasn't played it. Now, I've showed you how to work out a few puzzles, and I've been fairly vague on a few others. I'm not going to give everything away. I will say I've never completed the game because I've got so many games to play. It's very rare that I complete anything. But that is a fantastic game. So, I suppose I could give it a score. I think we'll go out of 10. I think the music and sound effects, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10 because I think they really fit the game well. I think Saul's done a terrific job to get the music. It just fits the atmosphere of the game perfectly. It goes with the colours and what's going on the screen. The graphics, they're good for what they do. None of them are mind-blowing. The main sprite's pretty good. I know that there are bits later on where the game's plunged in darkness and it all goes a bit blue and you're kind of an outline. But it does look much of a muchness. So, graphics, I am going to give a 7.5 to. They're not mind-blowing, but they're not terrible. They're pretty good. And gameplay, I think gameplay's a 9. So, if I give it an average out of all of that, I would give this game an 8 out of 10. I think it's one you should buy. It's fairly cheap if you go for the digital version. It works on all different iterations of Commodore 64s and emulators. And yeah, I've got nothing else to say about it really. It's a really, really good game. Well worth looking at. So, I'll leave that one there. There's going to be some more of these. Thank you very much for watching, but until the next video, laters.
You